I met a gypsy.
Like, let's say you're 15 minutes into a moto, and then you've got geysers in front of you, and you're having to ride at 110% just to stick with him. But then you end up riding at 110% and then some, and then you pass him, and then you win the moto. And then to the outside, it would look to me like you've always were going to win that moto, but inside of you, you're sitting there thinking, I have to absolutely take crazy risks just to stay with this guy, and then to actually end up beating him in a moto. That must be insane.
Yeah, I can tell you an example. Like, I remember in 2018, it was the Argentina GP. I don't know if you have seen that second moto, but it was a very, like,
Was
my
that you
stars
and
weren't
Tony?
good at the time. Yeah, me and Tony. And
Yeah.
I knew this guy was fit, but I seen him like a few days before, chilling, this, that. And I went on my freaking bicycle. I got like a route near my house, which is like 35 km, which is like, I don't know, 25 miles or something. And I would fucking push the shit out on my road bike, like heartbeat, like through the roof. And I knew, so I was like minus 10 seconds with like 6 minutes to go plus 2 laps. So I was like, all right, I got 10 minutes. And I jumped over the finish line, and I saw him in the back. I'm like, I'm going to fucking eat you alive, brother. I'm going to fucking eat you alive. And then I just kept close, because I knew, like, I just remember at the times, like, when it's so tough, like, when I can barely hang on, like, then I remember the times, like you were on the boat, but I was on a freaking road bike or running or whatever I was doing. I'm like, I'm going to get you. So then I just went like I went 110% and beyond probably. So, and then I just knew, like, I'm physically super, super strong. And then I just kept nailing them down, and I passed them on the last lap. I did it often, that I really had those last late moto charges. And it also gives you mental rest, because then you know, like, halfway the moto, okay, when it comes up to the last 3-4 laps, I got that speed, I got that desire, and mainly I got that fitness to still, pull the trigger when I have to. Because especially in 2018, Tony, he would damn always whole shot, he was the Jorge Prado from today, and I would always come from the middle of the pack, and then he always had that big gap, and then I had to nail him down, close him down, and to make it work. But then, yeah, I knew I was physically so strong, because I did a bit of training with Eldon, but I was even putting in more work, I believe, because I did like basically 3-4 trainings a day. I would wake up, get on that road cycle at like 7:30 in the morning till like 9, come back, go riding from like 11 till 2, come back, do some swimming training, after do some even core stability, gym. I would literally wake up at 7 and start from training at 7 in the morning till like 5 in the evening. And then do that every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday. I had to travel on Friday, so I could just train a bit. But then I was tired at times. I was like super lean, because I would just train all day. But then I knew when it would come up to the last 10 minutes, and especially when it was hot, I knew nobody would have anything for me at that time. So it, yeah, that was good. And also last year, often, on the end, I think in 2018 I was really, really strict. Like, I would train so much. Last year I did a bit less, but I knew I was always really strong on the end of the races, let's say. Yeah.
That's so sick, dude. It must just be so cool to, like, the big dick energy that must be flowing when you get back in the truck, especially you beat your teammate, and not want to beat him like in a bad way, but to walk into that truck, big dick energy. You just buried both your teammates, and to live in that moment, it must be a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, but like beating Antonio Caroli in 2018 is like beating Ricky Carmichael or James Stewart in their prime, because he was still on his prime. So to beat the legendary Antonio Caroli, which has been dominating for the last decade in Europe, that was because nobody really ever could have beat him when he was healthy, like he's been winning championships from 2009 till 2017. He won every single one besides 2 when he got injured. So in 2015 and 16 he got injured. So nobody really could have beat him. So it was the first time, and I wanted to beat him when he was still on his all-time high, because after that, he got 33, 34, he's like 36 by now. But so it's 4 or 5 years ago. He was like still 32, 33. So he was still on his prime. So I wanted to beat the dude on his prime, and not many people can say that they beat Caroli on his prime on a regular base. For sure he had races where Clement Desal beat him and this guy beat him, but never really for a championship. So it was really cool to, and also last year when there was finally a year when everybody was healthy, Favre was there all year, Guys was there all year, I even missed 3 motos due to, I don't know, the Italian dude jumped on my back. Can't remember his name, but
Oh, that was
and then
gnarly.
I missed like 3 motos. Yeah, you saw that one. So yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't a cow. He jumped. Monticelli, that was his name. So he jumped on my back, and yeah. So even on a year like that, with Caroli being there every single weekend, and Prado, to really, it was a 5-way championship, and to have won that also means much, because normally you never have a season like for example this season I'm not there. Renault was injured. Favre was injured. Prado missed a race. So basically, it got handed to
Caroli's
guys because
not
he is
there.
the only one who. Yeah, Caroli is retired. The Salda retired. Polan is retired. So basically, Geis is the only one who's been doing every single race till now. So it's basically just they hand out the championship to him. But still, I think right now from the current riders who are there, he's still the fastest and the best. But last year there was really truly everyone at every single race. So to win it, then it's more special than winning a championship, for example, this year. Because then they will always say, "Oh, you won that championship because Favre was injured. Oh, you won that championship because Herlings wasn't there." So. Yeah, to win it last year when everyone was there was nice.
So when you want to talk about that road bike ride where you just want to go out and absolutely destroy yourself, what are you the kind of guy that's just pumping yourself up the whole time? You're in your head just basically like talking shit on yourself to make yourself go faster and harder, or are you very zen? Like, do you go into a zone where you don't have thoughts and you stop talking to yourself and you just get in the zone and just bash it out? What kind of guy are you like that?
I'm the first guy, man. I'm like pumping myself like, gotta win on the weekend, gotta win on the weekend. And then sure, I don't follow much people. I know exactly what they're doing, man. I know everything. Like I just mentioned to you, like about the US races here, but I know exactly what's happening. I know exactly what they're doing. I got my eyes everywhere, my man. So, yeah, I knew. So, yeah, I'm just pumping myself up, like, and then I just get pissed off. And I see those guys being on a boat or eating burgers. I'm like, I can't even. If I look at the burger, I'm gaining 2 kilos. So I need a salad. I need carrots. I'm like a bunny. You know what I mean? So I need to really look at everything I really do. And then I'm like, I'm gonna go out. I'm like. But then like 3 times a day, and then it's mentally tough. So I remember in 2018 when I really did it, the Eldon Baker kind of program 2.0 and maybe even more extreme. Like when that season was done, after like 9 months of it, I was cooked. Like I just laid on the sofa for a month to really recover from that. But if you look at that year, I won. I broke my collarbone, so I missed 1 race. I was out for like 10 days or something. But I won 17 out of the 19 races. I got twice second. So to have a season where you basically are on the podium every single round and you win 17 out of 19 out of them, it's
That's
not
gangster.
happened much, That's gangster style.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.